All right, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Dash Inferno. Back at it with another Throwback Tunes on another Thursday, and I am reviewing something that I should have done a long time ago, and that is a second Big Tymers album. So the one I'm reviewing is I Got That Work. This one came out May 16th, 2000. Wow, interesting bit of news here. Apparently, it was recorded all within the year 2000. So that's very interesting. And of course, this was done under Cash Money Records and Universal Records. So the reason why I said I should have reviewed this album a long time ago is because of this. Now, if you see my channel, the majority of people's album that I review is 2. Now, there are some cases, there's some exceptions like Jay-Z and Busta Rhymes and I think DMX or whatever the case may be. But the majority of the artists that I review in terms of their albums, I only review 2 of their albums, then I move on to somebody else. Well, when it came to the Big Tymers, I only reviewed 1 of their albums, and that was Hood Rich. And that was a long time ago. That was like episode 20-something or 30-something. And we on episode 200-something. So it's been long overdue. So, and yeah, I said it was on the Cash Money Universal. So the producers involved here were Mannie, obviously. Brian Baby Williams, who was executive producer, and Ronald Slim Williams, who was also executive producer. So Baby Williams, aka Birdman Baby, yeah. So back then he was known as Baby. Now he's known as Birdman. So you get the point. So looking at this album, this was actually their second album that went platinum. Well, the first out of the 2. So yeah, and of course the other one was Hood Rich, which is the first album that I reviewed. So this joint was number 3 on the top Billboard 200s and number 1 on the top R&B/hip hop albums charts. So there's that. Now let's get on with the tracks. There's 18 tracks, 3 skits. So I can only, but yet I can still give you guys the top 5 because there's actually 15 songs. So it still works out. All right. So the first track of the song is called Big Tymers Intro, featuring how you pronounce this? Atrice at Rice. I'm gonna say Atrice, A-T-R-I-C-E, and Lovely. Second track is actually their very first single off this album, which is called Get Your Roll On. Yeah, y'all should know about that one. Third track is called Nigga Couldn't Know, featuring Lil Wayne. Fourth track is their second single off this album, which is called Number 1 Stunner, featuring Lack, Juvenile, and Lil Wayne. Track number 5 is another skit, Big Chief, featuring Ziggly Wiggly. Okay, what type of name is that? But let's move on. Track number 6 is called No No, featuring Lil Wayne, followed by We Ain't Stopping, without the G, but with the... Oh, there's no apostrophe at the end. We Ain't Stopping, but no G, featuring the Hot Boys. Track number 8 is called My Life, featuring BG, Juvenile, and Turks, basically 3/4 of the Hot Boys. Track number 9 is called Sunday Night, featuring Lil Wayne, who is also a member of the Hot Boys. Track number 10 is called 10 Rays with the Z, and apparently this was only done by Mannie. Track number 11 is called Hard Life, featuring Lil Wayne and Juvenile, followed by Big Shelf, which is, I guess, a continuation of the other skit, which was also called Big Shelf, but this one does not feature Ziggly Wiggly. I don't want to go out there. Track number 13 is called We Hustle, featuring Juvenile, Tuck, and BG, followed by Pimp On, featuring Unplugged. Track number 15 is called Stunt-tastic, featuring BG. I'm surprised not a lot of people using that word, but yeah. Track number 16 is called Rocky, featuring Juvenile, followed by Big Tymers, featuring BG, Lack, and Stone. And the last track off this album called Snake, and that is a crazy, freaky track. I don't want to put it out there, but yeah, let's move on. First single off this album, Get Your Roll On. So yeah, this joint came out April 20th of the year 2000, and let's see, it didn't really make a lot of charts. It was number 1 on the U.S. Billboard bubbling under Hot 100 Singles charts, and it was on the U.S. Billboard Hot R&B/hip hop singles and tracks at number 24. I'm not sure if I say number 1, but I apologize. It was 24th. And let's see, I can give you guys a little description about the song. The song is about driving expensive cars and eating MDMA, or I guess you could say ecstasy, at various dance clubs establishments. Now, Drake did sample the song in 2018 for his single Nights for Work. So that's very interesting. I need to listen to that, see if I can hear that sample in that. All right, and yes, there's a music video for this, that's right. The second single off this album is called Number 1 Stunner. And this joint came out June 7th of the year 2000. And let's see, it is 5th on the US bubbling under Hot 100 Singles and 24th on the US Hot R&B/hip hop songs track. And we got, check this out. So the single was featured in the 2000 stand-up comedy film, The Original Kings of Comedy, which was very, very cool. And actually, it stars Steve Harvey, D.L. Hughley, and Cedric the Entertainer, all appeared in the music video. So yes, there's a music video for this as well. I'm gonna throw that out. So, with that out the way, let me give you guys my favorite tracks off this album for worst. First, No No is the worst track off this album, mostly by comparison. The tempo is cool, the melody is cool, the synth bass is cool, the kick is cool, the snare is just straight, overall the track is cool. Next up is Snake. The beat pattern is cool, along with the tempo, but should be faster. The melody rather is cool, the bass is straight, should be more, and should bang. The kick is cool, the snare is cool, overall the track is cool. Next up is Pimp On. Drum patterns is cool, tempo is cool, same with the melody and the bass. The kick is just straight, but the snare is cool, overall the track is cool. Then we got Sunday Night. The tempo is cool, the melody is really cool. The bass is straight as it needs more of it. The kick is cool, same with the snare, overall the track is cool. Then we got 10 Rays. I'm missing 10 Rays with the Z at the end, but let's move on. The tempo is borderline cool, really cool. It was really tough to decide how to rate the tempo, so I decided to keep in that cool, really cool borderline. The melody is cool, but there's this bell-like noise in this beat that is annoying as heck. If they would have toned that down, not in terms of volume, but amount of time they used it, it would have been cool. That would have been cool as well. The bass is straight, it just needs way more of it, and it should bang. The kick is cool, along with the snare, overall the track is cool. Next up is Rehearsal. The tempo is cool, the melody is cool, as it sounds like I Know by BG, like parts of it. It's a little bit, it sounds a little bit like I Know by BG. The bass is straight, needs more of it. The kick is cool, the snare is really cool though, overall the track is cool. Next up is Nigga Couldn't Know. Tempo is really cool, the melody is really cool, the bass is straight, it's cool, but could bang more. The kick is cool, the snare is straight, there we go. Overall the track is cool. Next up is Big Tymers. The tempo is cool, same with the melody and the bass and the kick and the snare, basically the whole track is cool. Next up is Rocky. The tempo is really cool, the melody is cool, same with the bass and the kick and the snare, overall the track is still just cool. Then we got Hard Life. Tempo is cool, the melody is really cool, the bass is cool but could need more of it. The kick is cool as it works here, to be honest, and the snare is cool, overall the track is cool. Now, the top 5 best tracks off this album. Number 1 should be, well, no, I ain't gonna say number 1 should be obvious because some of y'all may get confused and think something else from what I'm thinking. But let's move on. 5th best track off this album is My Life. The beat pattern is unique but cool. The tempo is cool, the melody is really cool, the bass is cool, kick is cool, snare is cool, overall the track is cool. 4th best track off this album, We Ain't Stopping. The tempo is cool, the melody is cool, synth bass is cool, the kick is cool, the snare is really cool, overall the track is cool. The best track off this album, Stuntastic. The tempo is cool but should be faster. The melody is really cool, the bass is cool but should be more. The kick is cool, snare is cool, overall the track is cool. 2nd best track off this album, Number 1 Stunner. That is a classic, obviously. The tempo is cool, melody is really cool, the bass is cool, the kick is cool, the snare is cool, the percussions are cool, overall the track is cool. And the number 1 best track off this album is Get Your Roll On, without question. This is another classic right here. Tempo is really cool, melody is really cool, the bass is cool but could bang more, the kick is really cool, the snare doing the verse is really cool, the snare doing the hook is just cool, overall the track is really cool. Get Your Roll On, without question, is the best track off this album. Alright, let me give you guys some professional ratings. All Music gave this 3.5 out of 5 stars, Rap Review gave it an 8 out of 10, the Rolling Stone Album Guide gave it a 2.5 out of 5 stars, the Source, gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars, and Spin gave it a 7 out of 10. So what do I think about this album? Oh, this is tough. This is really, really, really tough. Like I said, Get Your Roll On, the best track off this album. And that is a classic track. Number 1 Stunner is another classic track. 2nd best track off this album. And then everything else is like, So I'm going to give this one a 3.25 out of 5. I recommend you download it and you decide whether you should keep it or not. But if I would suggest any songs that you should definitely keep off this album, Get Your Roll On, without question, and Number 1 Stunner. So I would say 3.25 out of 5 stars. I recommend you download it, and it's up to you whether you want to keep it or not. And Hood Witch is actually better, slightly better than this one, as a long time ago I gave that one a 3.5 out of 5. So I'm gonna call it a wrap. And with all that said, y'all know who this is. This is brand new Jack Gatsby, aka the new Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.